Neil, I want to ask you on the topic of managers there. A manager's having a tough time right at this moment would be Erik Ten Hag. It was an interesting discussion that Gary Neville and Carragher had at the weekend, Jamie Carragher at the weekend, where Gary reckons the problem is coming from the top, and I thought Jamie made a fair point and said it's not the guys that own the club that take the set plays or drop men at corners and free kicks and things like that. What does Ten Hag do? What can he do? I mean, can he just concentrate on the job and improving the players and not really worry about what's going on above him?
I mean, I thought when he first came over, he was going to be the answer, because I thought it needed a disciplinarian in that environment. But I've got to say, I've not enjoyed watching how he's gone about it. I mean, the money that he spent, people forget. That's, the owners have given him, whatever you think about the owners, they've spent some massive money on. I mean, some of the players he's paid 60, 70 million. I wouldn't have had them with me at Huddersfield. I think it's a bit more than that, and I just look at them, and Ali, and I just don't see how they're playing, what they're doing, what they're trying to do, what do they think about when they've got the ball. All I see him is keeping possession, and then I see the captain waving on. How he can be captain, I'll never know.
Yeah, well,
you see him waving his arms about at everything, and nothing's ever his fault. I don't see anything at the minute, and.
What about Marcus? Marcus in England, he's a total different player. Don't get me wrong, he's playing with great players around him, but he looks free, he looks relaxed, give me the ball, I want the ball.
I think because England know what they're doing, Alan. You know, with Bellingham and that in the midfield, he's going to get the ball in the right areas, Declan and all that lot. Whereas there, it's hit or miss, really, I think. I don't think they know how to get it to him, and when he gets it, I think he goes looking for it, and I just don't see a happy environment in it.
No.
I mean, it's going to be a long job. That's not going to be. I don't think this manager will sort it out.
Will he last or not, Neil?
I don't think he will, personally, from the outside.
I'm with you.
I'm not sure he wants to last either, Alan, if I'm honest. I think he knows he's banging his head against a brick wall, I think.
Neil, tell me the Championship. I've spoken about it in Alan a lot. I mean, usual suspects at the top. Leicester are flying. What to say? Leeds up there as well. How do you? I know.
Go on, Alan.
I was just about to say as well. And Alan's old club are doing remarkably well.
Listen, Ali. If you saw the game last week, I'm a Plymouth Argyle fan, Green Army. Stephen Schumacher's doing brilliant there. They're winning 1-0 at Ipswich, and Gavin Ward, the referee, the kid's going through. It's a penalty or a free kick on the edge of the box and a sending off. He's the only guy in the stadium that doesn't see it. So if he keeps getting officials like this, Ipswich will fly it.
Well, Neil, Ali's not the person to talk to when it comes to penalties, let me tell you. Because anything, if you touch a hair on a Rangers player's leg, it's a penalty. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's had his moments, hasn't he? But I think it's a really exciting league, because anybody's going to get in them playoffs. You look at the playoffs and the teams that are up there now, and they're really doing well. I mean, as I say, I've enjoyed watching. I've been to a couple of games. I watched Sheffield Wednesday at Plymouth last week, and Middlesbrough there this weekend. But Wednesday didn't have bad players. I thought they did. They did quite well then. So it's a great league when you look at the top. Leicester. I mean, what they do, Leicester, is they win when they don't play well, and that's why they're going to win the league.
You're going to get a call from Bramall Lane. It's a certainty.
Oh no! I mean, I can't. I've got a few things to do now, Alan. I love me, up to. I don't work till January, February, and not like you.
What have you got to do now? What a bit of canoeing, kayaking, or have you sown all your seeds on the farm there? Are they down? Drilled them?
We have a nice time down here. We go for walks and things like that. See the nature.
Walks.
No stress, and
that's fine a couple of times a month. But you got to be bored with that. You're a football man.
I enjoy it. I'm going to do I'm just going to do some podcasts again. I'll have to get you and Ali on them when I start doing them. I've enjoyed the podcast. I'm doing my shows at the end of the season, May and June. Hey, I'm at Ipswich, 7th of June, Alan.
Are you?
Put it down a Friday night. That's not going to affect your football.
Is it not the Euros though, or is it?
No, it's before the 7th. I don't think the Euros start the week after.
Where are you playing, the Gorman or the Cornish?
I haven't got a clue, but go to gig.com. That's when you buy your tickets to come and see us.
Bye.
The big question is, Neil, are you coming up north? Are you coming up to Glasgow?
No, do you know I want to do that, Ali? I just don't know if any enough people will know me up there.
Oh, it's
you
great
kept
up
going.
there. If I get 500, you'll get that. Don't worry. Honestly, it's brilliant. The great crowd up there.
Yeah, I've always fancied doing one at Glasgow, so I will see about that, Ali. But
so if Sheffield United were to come in, look, someone's in a job, so I don't like talking about that. But if it all goes no winning 10, if they say, come on, if we don't change it now, we're going down for sure, that'd be hard to say no, Neil.
Well, can I just say to you this? I think Paul Eckingbottom has done a fantastic job, and I don't think anybody could do any better with what he's had. He lost his two best players in the summer. There's all sorts of names being mentioned in the background, and I'm sure they're trying to vie for the job. And I don't think he'll do anything better at me. So I think the Prince will give him a few more games, and quite rightly so. I think he deserves it because he's not spent an awful lot of money. And I just hope he does it. I'm really supportive of Paul.
Played well at Tottenham, didn't he?
Listen, Neil, I'm the exact same. With the exception of perhaps at the weekend, I think they've been in just about every game. You can consider themselves very unlucky at Tottenham, unlucky against Manchester City. With the exception of the weekend, they've been in most games.
I know, and what is there in it at the bottom? There's not a lot in it yet, If they win 2 games, they're only halfway up the table.
I see you're talking yourself back into it, aren't you? You are, I can tell.
So you just keep going, but no, it's a bit early for me, Alan. Like I said to you, a nice Christmas, relaxing it. I'll do a few shows with you, lads, before.
Brilliant.
I know I've got my ISDN up and running. I'm not going to do the ones where you zoom in. I've got a new computer, but I'm not going to do that with you because when I come in at early morning, like now I'm in my pyjamas with my dressing gown on, I look a right mess. So
Neil,
I'm not going to do
Neil, 9:15.
Neil, I'm telling you, that ISDN's a game changer, mate, isn't it?
Nah, it's for you.
It's a game changer.
Muggins here's got to come in and he sits at home.
What about him coming into? I couldn't believe it when he said he's in the studio.
I couldn't, honestly.
There's got to be something there. There's got to be something he's doing that we don't know about, Alan.
Well, listen, I admire him because I wouldn't be getting on a plane going home today, no chance. And he's got to go through that eye of the storm as well. I wouldn't be getting on it.
It's a tough flight
this afternoon. I know down here as well. It's coming this afternoon.
It's coming. It's coming. Neil, listen, anytime you want, please join us.
Love it, mate.
Thank you.
No problem, and keep it going, Ali.
Thanks, Neil. Take care.
So looking out the window, oh God, I wouldn't want to do that, would I? Oh dear.
It's fine. Listen, it's
Frank wouldn't, would he?
It's fine out there just now.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.